Well, Darren, third derby of the season, third 1-1 draw. Not the greatest first half, though. I imagine you weren't particularly pleased with the performance.
Yeah, well, look, I think the first half always seems worse because we go in obviously 1-0 down, and it's just a human error. It happens, most weeks and up and down the country. The moment is intensified because we're playing Weymouth, of course. And maybe that's probably my fault because I was quite tight and tense before the game. I know how important these games are for supporters. I was quite, jittery, we'll say, because I know the importance of a derby. And, and I was snappy and things like that. I had to go and apologise to a nice gentleman afterwards for shouting at him. But hey ho, listen, I try and care. But yeah, so I think the first half looks like that just because at that moment we still carried a goal threat with Wakefield, but unfortunately that was our only route to goal. And if Wakefield wasn't in motion, we didn't look like we were going to penetrate. And some of them had a tough night tonight because it was a night where they really had to get on the ball and play and show their qualities as footballers rather than as athletes or how much they care and all that sort of stuff. So people normally associate those first half performances with they want it more. It was nothing to do with that. We just lacked a bit of quality. And when you have so much of the ball and you've only got one real recipient to get you to goal, makes it harder. Does make it harder.
But you made that attacking change, brought Ruben Reid on, and that front two worked a lot better and got the equaliser through then.
Well, he gave us a route to goal. I mean, he gave us a platform and a first touch to keep the ball higher up. It meant Dale could be. I mean, it was a little bit silly at times because he ended up looking like a front four because of Jordan Barnett playing high wide left and Wakefield. So we've got to be careful with that if we play that shape. But Addy and Ruben gave us a different dimension, and it just meant that Dale and then eventually Lawson had something to aim at. And but I still, I thought after that second half, there's only one team that really deserved to win the game. In terms of goalmouth entries, I thought they had one very good chance second half. But apart from that, they've had the mistake that we've made and one very good chance second half, and we've had multiple entries. And I said to them, you need to take heart from the second half, but understand that we've got to make it like that for 90 minutes. You don't get half wages on Friday. You're going to get full wages, so I want a full game.
Like you say, Adi Yusuf so close to a late winner. That would have been quite some moment.
Yeah, I'd have been flying down that touchline like Barry Fry in 1984 or something. But no, look, I thought we deserved to win the game just for oohs and ahs. I thought we deserved to win the game because our intent early on was to win the game, and we have to be a lot more composed and try and bring out. Probably now's the time to try and develop those creative instincts in the players because, I think Matt Worthington tonight sold himself short with his technical quality. He's a good footballer. Matthew, Jack Robinson, Jack can be anything he wants. Sonny, of course, can be anything he wants. And it's about trying to get them to think like that, even under pressure. And obviously the supporters will always, at derby games, the kind of the mood is always heightened. So it was a good experience for him tonight, but I'm really pleased we found the goal. And there was some individual performances. I thought Wakefield was just sensational all night. He looks like the find of the effing century.
And we must talk about Lawson Diath back on the pitch after 9 months out, and he certainly made an impact.
Yeah, his football intelligence is excellent, really excellent. I loved having him back out there. He does give us that genuine opportunity to play with two midfield players like when Staunton is available, and he gives us a vision that he can see a pass and pick someone out. And when you've got receivers like Wakefield and obviously Addy and Ruben and Tom Knowles, you need someone who's going to be able to distribute the ball. And there's a heavy load at the minute on Dale Gorman to fetch everyone the ball in their own moment. And Lawson just kind of pronged that that attempt to get people in possession.
And lastly, you had Nick Crittenden alongside you helping
Yes.
out today. Is that going to be a more regular thing?
What I wanted to do, Terry was obviously a massive connection with our history and tradition and the community. And I wanted to make sure that we, tonight especially with the derby, that we had that connection to the history of the club, and I think it's really important that our young players know people like Nick Crittenden, who played in the Premier League for Chelsea for, I don't know, 8 seconds or whatever it was for Nick, but it might have been longer, and that they had a wonderful career at Yeovil and won so many things with us. So I think that's a good influence to have around players who are on loan, may not be with us for the entire duration, but are learning about the football club. So he makes a wonderful impact. It was nice to have someone to bounce off as well, because he's a good football man, Nick. And we may see him again, we may not. He's none for one, isn't he now? So don't know.
Thanks for your time, Darren.
Thank you.